Hey guys, Darkovika here, and we are back with another vlog that isn't scripted, so God save us all. Basically, I wanted to go ahead and announce that I actually do have a Patreon. I've had one for a while, and I keep forgetting to make an announcement video talking about my Patreon and what a Patreon is. So a Patreon account, for those of you who don't know, is basically for people like me or not like me at all, to create something where those who want to donate and support their creators, their content creators and whatnot, they can go and donate to the content creator. It can be a one-time donation. It can be a subscription donation. Right now, there's only one tier, and it is $1. So most streamers or content creators tend to have like a donation tier where it's nothing is really given except if you do donate to the tier 1 tier, you get you're supposed to get, I don't know if it's working, you're supposed to get a special color and title in the Discord chat. By the way, a link to the Discord chat is in the comment section below if you want to join Discord. So I do you will hear kitten feet in the background. Sam is running around. But yeah, so I have a Patreon, and actually people are donating, and I'm still kind of working out what I want to put on my Patreon for donators so that they get rewards for, supporting me, because people are supporting me, which is just there are no words. I can't even process the fact that people are donating to me. I wish I could, because then I'd be able to express just how much it means to me that people are donating to me, because it means a lot. And so I want to be able to give back to you guys. So I figured, along with announcing the fact that I have a Patreon, we could talk about possible options for Patreon tiers. I just cracked my hands. I'm sure the mic picked that up. That's going to be awful. One of the tiers that I was thinking about, that I sort of put out as a poll on my community section of my channel. By the way, community section of the channel is able to do polls and like conversation topics. So that's pretty neat. Go check that out. Hey, Sammy. Sammy's behind my computer, so I can't pick him up and show him to the camera. But, right. So my first option that I sort of put out there that got a few votes was whether or not you guys would like to see me do like MMOs for Patreon, or for Patreon. And one option was that I would record special videos for Patreon only, so patrons get special content that only they get to see. The second option is that patrons get to see content first, so if they are donating to me, they'll see maybe a series a month before it goes up on the channel, and then I will upload the series to my YouTube channel, so patrons get to see it first. Another option would be that I play an MMO game like Final Fantasy XIV or Elder Scrolls Online, create a guild, and only patrons can join, in which case I'd have to iron out how we would make sure that that's the case, but, that would be kind of cool. And then if we're ever online at the same time and I'm recording and stuff, obviously we would be able to play together. Clearly rules apply here, like even if you are a patron and you're not giving... Like, if a patron is misbehaving themselves on a chat or in the guild, I reserve the right, obviously, to remove a person, because we don't want someone who's being bad. So have no fear there. If someone is being a patron, it doesn't excuse them from bad behavior. So, right, that said. So that was an option there, was just sort of like feeling out what we could do for MMOs. I understand that people would definitely be really upset at not seeing content, and not everybody would be able to donate. And I want to be able to make something where people get something special if they're donating, but not necessarily remove something from everybody else. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards the like early access videos. So if you get to see something a month before everybody else. So that's a possible tier. Let me know in the comments, by the way, as I'm saying these, what you guys think about these options, because obviously this will change whether you guys want to donate. There's also a new donate feature on YouTube that I haven't really looked into. So this is just about like Patreon and stuff like that. If you guys have any other ideas, please feel free to share. I'd love to hear. We could do polls. So another option, obviously, was, I think Manga Minx does this, but bless you, Sammy. She'll set up like a day in the middle of the month where, some point in the month where she'll like just spend a couple hours playing with patrons, which is an option. If I ever got too many patrons, that might not be feasible, so I'm not sure if I want to make like a day that has to be, for patrons. So I'm not too comfortable with making a sort of like this day Because, you know, obviously stuff happens in life, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, you're probably not going to get updates. Although I could post it to Patreon. And then my other option, I have like a little note card on my screen so that I don't lose track of all the things that I wanted to talk about. I actually got this idea watching Dan on Game Grumps, because right now they've uploaded another series where Dan plays through a Sierra game, a really old Sierra game, by himself. And I mean, like, I already do content by myself, but I thought it might be cool, like, if you guys weren't not so much interested in the MMO content, but you were interested in the, like, just getting special extra content. I could always do, like, Sierra games, like point and clicks, or things that have a lot of reading. The other day I released a Twine game that I completed. It was kind of a weird, surreal game. It goes on loop. You'll know when you hit the end, I think. Yeah, you'll know when you hit the end. But, yeah, that was something else that I could do, was release Twine games and, you know, just simple things like that. So I could always create a tier where if you're donating to that particular tier, then I would release like a Twine game every month that you could play that would be like a text-based adventure. Or if you were subscribed to the MMO tier, then you could potentially be in a guild together and we could record videos if we're online at the same time. Or if, you know, you do blah, 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 so on and so forth. If you do the Sierra, you know, the like text-based adventure thing, then you get special videos for patrons that are me just reading and playing old games like Space Quest and King's Quest and all of that stuff. I'm really bad at those, by the way. Don't expect perfection. And then the other idea was, oh yeah, the early access. So let's say in the future I'm planning on doing podcast content. Hey, Bubba, you want to say hi to everybody real fast? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Yes, he doesn't like being held. There he goes, he's off. Oh, he's curled up on my knee off camera. He's a lap cat, but he doesn't like to be held. So basically, oh yeah, I was planning on doing a podcast with my friends that would be a Dungeons and Dragons game. That would be a really interesting early access option where for a month, as I'm uploading all the episodes and stuff, you know, Patreon users get the content first, and then after everything's been uploaded or updated or released, then YouTube gets the content. So that's an option. I kind of like the early access option because that means nobody's left out. It just means that those who are patrons get the content first versus blah, blah, blah. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Again, thank you so much to the people who are currently donating to me. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea. It is actually a huge help. More than I could ever explain with my words, which are missing from the English language, but in my head. So thank you again to everyone, and I hope, you know, if you can donate, I really do appreciate it, but only if it's within your means, and I hold nothing against you and no judgment if you do not want to donate or you can't. So again, thank you so much to everyone, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to post in the comment section below if you're interested, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.